My FWB asked when we first hooked up, and I think I creeped him out with how I remembered. So hey race THRE, the thing I've been hooking up on and off with a FWB for about 2 years now. But regardless of the FWB label, he really is my good friend and has become a safe space for me over the years. We hang out, we talk, and even without the S***, we're still comfortable with each other. He helped me in many milestones and wouldn't have survived college years ESP my thesis if weren't for him. So the other night he asked me curiously and randomly LOL, when did we first get up? I laughed and said I actually remember the exact date and I told him the month, day, and year. And he chuckled nervously, I think lol like wow you actually remember the date. I'm not being creepy or anything I remember it why. Because it was the same day as my best friend's birthday, one couldn't come since she lives far away, and I also had taken a picture of myself that day, so it's still on my phone. But the real reason I remember? That was the day I lost my virginity. He knows that. We talked ABT it way before we hooked up and just talked ABT it. Then I decided I want to lose it to him. Back then I was 22, and all my life I had romanticized what sex would be like. When it finally happened with him, I remember thinking, okay, so that was S***. That's what I've been waiting for. It wasn't bad. It was a memory that I won't forget. It actually was great, but in a sense that it definitely killed the movie version in my head. Anyway, when I told him I remembered, he kind of reacted like it was weird I knew the exact date. I even showed him the picture, my picture, so he get less creeped out. I'm starting to get self-conscious. He had this weird look on his face. So yeah, I took that day and remember because duh, every time I scroll through my gallery, I see it. I didn't mean it in a clingy way, just, of course I'd remember my first time. He just happened to be the person it was with. Now I'm overthinking and wondering if I creeped him out. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful that after all this time, he's still my friend and my safe space. Edit. Thanks for the comments, guys. I was definitely overthinking, which is why I made the post in the first place. His reaction kept playing in my mind that maybe I creeped him out, that it cringed me so hard, so I just wanted to post and vent so it would stop LOL. But still I appreciate all of you. At the same time, I just want to say sorry for using abbreviations. Old habits die hard, and sometimes I just get lazy typing LOL. That doesn't mean my academic integrity should be questioned. English is not my first language, so bear with me. Also, I literally mentioned in the comments it was my first time posting here. And yeah, I got downvoted LOL. I'm new to being this active on Reddit, so I didn't really know how everything works. When I saw the warnings, I thought I was supposed to censor stuff, so I did. It wasn't intentional, and honestly it feels unnecessary for some people to slut-shame or judge me over something so small LOL. I mean, why would I forget the day I lost my virginity, you know? Also yeah, sex is nice, but still really overrated. Waited all my life for a 10-minute exercise? LOL. I wish I could forget the day I lost my virginity. I don't remember the date, but man that guy sucked. I asked him a question about it a few days later, and he said, I don't really like to talk about sex. I'm like, well, you did it with me, so that's super lame LMAO. I lost my virginity on March 27th, 2007. I was also 22. The guy pretty much meant nothing. It was like our fourth date. We hooked up a second time and kinda kept in touch, but now we're total strangers. Of course, I remember it. You're not weird. Guys are also terrible with remembering dates, like birthdays and anniversaries. At least in my experience. My own brother can never even remember my age. He's 8 years older. Like, dude, just subtract 8 from your own age and you'll know it. Guys are also terrible with remembering dates, like birthdays and anniversaries. I've been married 31 years, and my wife has forgotten my birthday twice. It's not just men. Some folks just don't put as much emphasis on things. Nice way to generalize. Women remember their first time because they over-fixate on it. It's nothing special. I remember my first time. It wasn't bad, but it's not a big deal. Yes, same as me. Especially after holding ourselves for like a year before we are of legal age. Just to find out anything before the deed was more fun. Oh well, life goes on. Anyway, don't think too much into it. If he decided to end this arrangement, that's the issue with him. There is no need to be embarrassed about being honest. If he wants to have clear communication about it, he can just ask. Y'all are friends, and if friends can't even do that, honestly, you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. I'd say it's more of an adventure to find the next FWB or a BF if things go south. Personally, I don't even think you need to clarify with him. His thought process is not really your business. You just remembered the date because of different reasons other than him. Bringing it up may open a whole can of worms for him, so I'd say let him sit with it and process it however he likes. Anyway, all the best. Smiley face. It's not weird at all, especially if it coincided with another loved one's birthday. Personally, I remember the event. I remember where and who with, and the situation around it happening, but no idea what the date was. It was a random weekday. During the day, maybe before lunch, we were supposed to see a movie, and she surprised me. We did not see the movie. If I do some math, I might get the year right. But for me, it was just something that happened. It was good, not amazing, but still pretty good. But literally nothing else of note happened that day, week, or even month, so I don't have any other chronological way markers to remind me of that level of specifics. Also, it was like 20 years ago. I think it's pretty normal for you to remember, but I also think that if he is weird if he thinks you're weird for remembering. Definitely overthinking. I remember the day my ex and I slept together after we broke up. Because it was my brother's birthday, and my sister called to tell me my dog had died. He was still there and had to console me. This was after we had sex. He didn't use my sadness to have sex with me. I also remember that day he and first spoke to each other, because it was the day after Christmas. I also remember the exact day I lost my virginity back in high school. There's nothing connected to that day. It's just a day I remember because it was a significant moment for me. I'm someone who easily remembers details like exact times and dates for things. But I still don't think this is creepy. I think you have some anxiety about it, and that's why you feel this way now. He was probably just surprised you remembered because unless you're like me and remember that stuff easily, most people eventually forget those details, especially if it's not their first time or don't have any other connection to it. That doesn't mean it not special to them. It's just not a detail that is important. But the time with you still has value, just not the small detail of the date. People are so wild. You gave away not only your body, but virginity to someone that is creeped out by you remembering this. Do you not have a father? Do you plan on being a lonely cat women? Men see women as hookups or as wives. With a background like this, you'll have to lie to be someone's wife. Good luck living the hookup life till you age out. I personally don't remember the calendar date. I know the month and year though. I will say though, you should probably be a little honest with yourself. You've been having sex with this guy for 2 years, and you're overthinking small interactions. This doesn't sound like a casual FWB. Do yourself a favor and clarify where this is going and get out if it doesn't align. What you don't need that seems inevitable is that this guy gets a serious girlfriend and has to break things off and you're attached to him because he's your first, and probably only, partner, and you've also put him in an emotional compartment in your life. You do not want to be that attached to someone that doesn't feel the same way, especially not for an extended time.